Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of benefits to DoorDash. It's a really good company. I should have turned the volume.
Womp, 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 womp. Hey everybody, I'm Adam,
And I'm Matt.
and we're here to talk to you about DoorDash.
Dash.
That's
DoorDash.
right. All right, so I've done DoorDash like once or twice actually, but made some money.
Yeah.
And you've done DoorDash how many times?
Well,
Right.
I've ordered from it quite a few times.
I
we
Me
need
too.
to get more into the nutrition products a little bit.
This is true.
Because DoorDash expands you and stuff.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
No, DoorDash is a great thing and highly convenient, and they have they actually send me emails quite often of deals and everything.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good company. But it's in over 300 cities
300 cities.
and is expanding pretty rapidly.
Okay.
It actually took huge momentum over the other companies that offer the same kind of service.
Yeah, first one I heard of was, I think, Grubhub in our area. We live in the Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana area, tri-state of like Cincinnati area. And I heard of Grubhub, but I was never able to order from them.
Every time I log into Grubhub, like if I'm like, I want something different than what I'm finding on DoorDash, I type in my address and it says, nothing's in my
Nothing's
area.
available. Yeah, that's
we
what I
can't
get.
deliver to you. I'm like, what?
And I'm in a pretty big area where there's a lot of, I mean, we're not in downtown Cincinnati, but there's a lot of people up here where I live and a lot of people over where you live.
Yeah,
Maybe Grubhub is big in New York or Texas, things like that.
it might be.
I
Yeah.
don't even know. But I do know they're listed on some of the restaurants around here. Well, for me, doing the business a little bit, like I did some of the driving businesses, and so I thought, hey, well, when the driving's slow, let me see if this DoorDash thing, and that's when they actually first started coming to this area. And I went ahead and signed up with them, went to a orientation. They sold me a little food carrier for keeping the food warm or cold. It's a little red food carrier they sell for $4. They have a bigger one, I think, for $7 or $10. If you wanted to get a shirt, which don't fit a lot of shirts right now, but so I didn't get a shirt. Well, anyway, so you don't need that, but you just need an app. They download the app for you, and they basically send you out there. They show you how the app works. There's a little video that shows you what to do. And right now, I think when I got started last year, there were maybe 75 different restaurants, and now in this area, and I'm sure very similar to yours since you're not that far away, there's over like 200, which is amazing. Like you said, the local places, like bar food, people that love bar food, there are definitely almost any place that has DoorDash will have the local bars and food places like that. All the famous restaurants, all the franchises. It's really nice. It's convenient.
One thing about DoorDash also that I like is whenever something shows up at your door wrong, if there's a mistake or if they forgot something, their customer service is good about giving credits when
Right.
that happens. I've had a really good experience with their customer service.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's difficult is actually finding the number. But supposedly you're supposed to be able to tap it and call, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah, that's kind of the downside. I think they're still working those bugs out on there.
Yeah.
And they do similar to like what Uber and Lyft does. They give a fake number, so you're not really talking or knowing the number of the person that's delivering your food, so you can't do any retribution if
Yeah,
something
it
bad
protects
happens.
them. It protects them.
Yeah, but the compensation actually is extremely comparable to Uber or Lyft if you've ever done that, where each delivery may take you about 15 to say 25 minutes, so an average of about, let's say, 18 minutes, and you'll make, I would say, per delivery about $7 to $8, and then if you get tips, you can make upwards of 10 to 15, and depends on how much they're ordering and the distance and all that, but you make an average of about $8 delivery, which is about what you would make when you pick someone up and drop them off a couple miles away, which is the average Uber and Lyft driver. Right?
Yeah, so they promote about roughly $25 an hour, but usually works out closer to 12 to 15. From what I've heard.
Yeah, I did. So when I did mine, I did about 2.5 hours, and I made about 30 bucks. I think it was, you know. And I think I only delivered like 6 items, which isn't really bad.
Which the nice thing is you're not using as many miles as you would with like an Uber or a Lyft.
It's all in a certain area,
Yeah, it's not nearly as many miles. So
and that's key too, especially if you're not trying to spend a lot of gas money, you know, or when you pick somebody up for Uber or Lyft, which are, you know, good companies, you don't know where you're ever going to end up. They don't let people know, which is smart because if my wife's from the Philippines, and if you get a cab over there and you say, hey, we're going here, they'll go, nope, no thank you, not far enough, and they'll just take off, you know, which is the same thing that would happen if people knew where someone's destination was, because if you pick them up and they're only going literally 3 blocks away, which has happened to me many times, then people will just be like, well, I'm not going to that one, not going to that one. Oh, trip to the airport, we're going to that one.
Yeah.
So
especially if the trip to pick them up is like 20 minutes.
Oh god.
Then people definitely wouldn't take it.
Right. And that's still what they're having a problem with, is there's no compensation going to get the food. So anyway, off of Uber and Lyft, with DoorDash, it's basically, here's what you're going to make on this order. And then if people tip you, it's a surprise, nice little thing, you know, that you make a little extra. So you know what you're going to make up front, and that's a nice thing too. So each order you'll know, and you decide to take it or not. So, and they come in pretty rapidly, and even more and more, they're coming in a lot more because there's more restaurants and more people wanting convenience and not wanting to leave their home, and more gamers and
Exactly. You're in the middle of a competition with people on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave your home.
That's right, man. You got to stay there.
And so you know, before it was pretty much just pizza and maybe a couple of Chinese restaurants that would deliver.
Right. All you had was pizza and Chinese. You know? That was it. Now you've got, you know, here in our area, there's a thing called Cheese Conies, which are awesome, you know, from Skyline and Gold Star. And then, you know, cheeseburgers, McDonald's. I just saw, I got a Jersey Mike's sub the other day, and they had a list of, you know, they're with Grubhub, they're with DoorDash, and so more and more people. White Castle's DoorDash now.
White Castle's is actually a really good one to order from. They have a good deal.
Low delivery fee. Some of them have high delivery fees, like $8, or the highest I think I've seen is $6, like $5.99. That's like, oh my god, really? On top of that, I got to pay $6. But those are the ones that are the highest demand. But when a new one comes out, it's like typically like either free, you know, or for like the first few months, or like $1.99, which is nice, you know.
And they have a monthly plan where you can get delivery fees waived on some. Not all restaurants.
I thought it was all. It's like $10 a month.
It'd be nice if it was all. Yeah,
I was like, oh, this is my Chipotle doesn't have free, man. What's wrong?
But sometimes they also have promotions for the ones that don't offer the waived delivery fee, so they email you about those quite often. So,
and when you first sign up, they get like free delivery for like the first 4 or 5 deliveries or something like that. Up to like $50, I think.
I think that promotion changes, but it just depends on
where
what they're running at the time when you.
Good point.
From your end, as like a driver standpoint, the nice thing when a buyer orders, because I've bought plenty of times, at the bottom it actually like picks a tip that matches with the dollar volume that you order, so that it automatically puts that there. You know, so someone would have to actually, you know, be rude enough to take it away. Yeah. So that, but
have you ever been that rude?
I've never been that rude. I've worked in restaurants. I've done deliveries, and it's really horrible when you're thinking about paying your bills and you get to someone's door and they're like, I'm not going to tip you.
Yeah. And that does happen a lot, you know, but it is nice that they do add that in there to kind of give you a suggestion, which is a smart thing a lot of restaurants have been doing on the checkout. Have you seen that? Like Jersey Mike's does it. They're pretty funny about it. Like if you order your food and all that, they'll go ahead. If you're not paying cash, you're paying card, they'll have a little tip jar there for cash. And then if you're paying with a card, you slide it in and just follow the prompts there and answer the question, and it'll say, do you want to tip 10%, 20%, 30%? And it was like, didn't you just make my sandwich? What am I tipping you for? But at the end of the night, they do take all those tips and split it among everyone in the store, which is really nice because, you know, everyone's working for $1 and it's becoming harder and harder to earn money. But it does get harder and harder for people to earn money. So it's a nice way to add extra money in there for the workers because they're making your food.
And this system has basically found a way to make it to where even though the online is taking off, traditional businesses can still benefit from the online.
Yeah.
And it reaches a higher range. Even places that do deliver that might use DoorDash, it reaches a wider range that the drivers don't want to go to.
Absolutely.
You know, because it would just be too far for them based on the way they're paid. So there's a lot of benefits to DoorDash. It's a really good company. I should have turned the volume.
You turn your ringer off.
Yeah. My bad.
That's funny.
We're a new YouTube channel, though. We're still working out some kinks.
Yeah. Mario level 3. So, what were you saying?
What was I saying?
Benefits from ordering online.
Yeah, benefits from ordering online. So traditional businesses, local businesses have a wider reach. And you know, if they haven't heard of the restaurant, it's in the list there, and you can look at their menu and you'd be like, I have never tried this, and you can look up their star ratings now, see how good a service that they have. So
that's good. That's true. So yeah, if you want to make money, it's definitely great to be a Dasher. The great thing about that, from being a worker for DoorDash, is it doesn't matter what kind of car you have. And in bigger cities, you can use a bicycle and things like that. There's actually one out there that actually promotes using bicycles and stuff, because in big cities, it's hard to get through pretty quick.
I don't know if I would recommend using those bird scooters though.
You could.
You could though.
Use the line. But yeah, so you can definitely make a fair amount of money, especially if you're just trying to make a few extra dollars for vacation, for your car note. I mean, heck, that's what I use Uber for, and Lyft. You know, I just pay my car note off with it. So DoorDash, definitely a great place to work. You can definitely make some extra money, and a great place to eat, right?
Absolutely. I have actually a coworker at one of my jobs. I work 2 jobs that works for DoorDash, and she talks about it constantly. Like, it's the extra income that she has to do her hair, her nails, and everything she wants to do.
That is important.
Yes.
Right? Not for me though.
Not for me. I don't spend but like $12 on my hair, but you know, I'm a guy.
I cut my own hair. So hey. Well, anyway, that's it for now. I'm Adam.
I'm Matt.
And we'll see you next time.
That's right.